Hai and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Hafiz Debi Iskandar and I want to present and talk about what is hydroelectric energy, the introduction. As we know from primary school, secondary and to university, hydroelectric energy is one of the renewable energy that use water in a dam. Hydroelectric is application of a hydropower to generate an electricity. It is the primary of the hydropower today. As we know already that hydroelectric is a renewable energy that use water that stored in the dam as well as the flowing in the river to create such electricity in the hydropower plant. Hydroelectric power plant can include reservoir to exploit the energy of falling water uh, and also can use the kinetic energy from the falling water as it runs in the river at the hydroelectric power plant. Hydroelectric energy is one of the common in the Malaysia and it has many dams in Malaysia, also in Sabah and Sarawak. I think that's all from me about the introduction hydroelectric energy. Uh, Assalamualaikum and thank you.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad Akil Sazwan bin Muhammad Amin. In this video, I will tell you about the part of construction of hydropower plant. First, dam. Most hydropower plant rely on the dam that hold back water, creating a large reservoir. Second, intake. Gates on the dam open and gravity pulls the water through the penstock, a pipeline that lead to the turbine. Next, turbine. The water strike and turn the large blade of a turbine which is attached to a generator above it by way of a shaft. Next, generator. As the turbine blades turn, so do a series of magnets inside the generator. Giant magnets rotate past copper coil producing alternating current AC by moving electrons. Next, transformer. The transformer inside the powerhouse take the AC and convert it to the higher voltage current. Next, power line. Out of every power plant come 4 wires, the 3 phases of power being produced simultaneously plus a neutral or ground common to all 3. Finally, outflow. Used water is carried through the pipeline called terrace and re-enter the river downstream. The water in the reservoir is considered stored energy. When the gates open, the water flowing through the penstock becomes kinetic energy because it's in motion. The amount of electricity that is generated is determined by several factors. Two of those factors are the volume of water flow and the amount of hydraulic head. The head refers to the distance between the water surface and the turbine. As the head and flow increase, so does the electricity generated. The head is usually depend upon the amount of water in the reservoir. So that from me, thank you.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Syawizan Muhammad. My name number is CE190144. Okay, today I will present about the operation of hydro plant. Okay, first of all, we need to know the importance part in this hydro plant. Okay, the first is a generator, second dam, third is turbine, and the last one is transmission line. Okay, these are 4 parts that's very important in the hydro plant. Okay, first of all, we need to know what is a dam. Okay, the dam raise the water level of the river to create falling water and also control the flow of the water. The reservoir that is formed is in effect the store energy. And the second is turbines. The force of falling water pushing against the turbine blade cause the turbine to spin. A water turbine is much like a windmill, except the energy is provided to falling water instead to wind. The turbine convert the kinetic energy of falling water into the mechanical energy. Okay, and the third is a generator. Okay, generator, the component that's connect to the turbine by shaft and possibly gear. So when the turbine spin, it cause the generator to spin also, convert the mechanical energy from the turbine, and this to generate the electric energy. The generator is a hydropower plant just like the generator is other type of power plant. And the last part is a transmission line. From the generator, it will convert and transmit the energy to the transmission line, and the transmission line operate to conduct the electricity from the hydro plant to the home, which a customer. It will convert the energy and supply to the customer from the transmission line. It is the last part from in the hydro plant operation. Okay, this pictures, this hydro plant. This is the important part that we should know in the hydro plants: the generator, dam, turbine, and transmission line. The last part is transmission line, and it will supply the electric from the transmission line to the customer. Alright, that's all for my part. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Saya Muhammad Alif Izzah bin Azlan dan di sini saya akan menerangkan tentang karakteristik of hydroelectric power plant. Hydroelectric power plants are usually located in dams that impound rivers, thereby raising the level of the water behind the dam and creating as high head as is suitable. In most communities, the demand for electric power varies considerably at different times of day. During off-peak periods, some of the extra power available is supplied to the generator operating as a motor, driving the turbine to pump water into an elevated reservoir. Then, during periods of peak demand, the water is allowed to flow down again to the turbine to generate electrical energy. Seterusnya, in certain areas, hydroelectric power plants have been constructed to take advantage of the rise and fall of tides. When the tides come in, water is impounded in one or more reservoir. At low tide, the water in the reservoir is released to drive hydraulic turbines and the coupled electric generator. Di mana di sini adalah salah satu contohnya. Di mana di sini bila air pasang, air akan disimpankan di salah satu reservoir ini. Apabila air dah surut, reservoirnya akan buka dan mengusingkan turbine yang berada di sini. Baiklah, itu daripada saya. Terima kasih.
Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is Muhammad Syakir Fahmi bin Muhammad Shah with matrix number CE190206. Today I'm going to give you some information about the advantages and disadvantages of hydroelectric power plant. So first and foremost, we go to the advantages. Hydroelectric is completely renewable, which will never run out unless the water stops flowing. As a result, hydro plants are built to last. Second is hydropower can be adjustable, where it can actually adjust the flow of the water. This allows the plant to produce more energy when it is required or reduce the energy output when it is not needed. This is something that no other renewable energy source can do. Third, it can meet the peak of electricity demand. And last but not least, the creation of the hydroelectricity does not release emission into the atmosphere. So we move on to the disadvantages. So first is the dams are extremely expensive in terms of constructing and maintenance of the hydroelectric dam. Second, the location that are suitable for the plant construction are very limited. On top of this, some of these places are not close to major cities that could fully benefit from the energy. Third, the ecosystem in the river will be affected too. And last, flood risk due to when dams are built at the higher elevations. They pose a serious risk to any town nearby that is below it. While these dams are built very strong, there are still a risk. So that's all for me. Thank you.